everyone. It is Wednesday, February 23rd. And it's been kind of a hard week, very strange week, because the elderly cat that I take care of, her name is April, she is not doing well. And tomorrow she's going into the vet first thing in the morning for some tests to find out exactly what's going on. I think it's like a urinary tract infection or something, but we'll see. In fact, this past Saturday, she sleeps in my room with me at night, but this past Saturday, she just wouldn't get up, and she really hasn't been eating. She's been drinking. She spends an enormous amount of time in the litter box, and not really. I just thought I was going to lose her on Saturday. I didn't know if she was going to make it through the whole day. And she's not my cat. Like I said, I just take care of her. She's really the landlady's cat that was left after the landlady's mother died. And I said, oh, just bring her over here. So the landlady takes care of all the vet bills, but the landlady asked me today, well, do you think she just needs to be put down? And I gotta tell you, I got a lump in my throat and the tears came to my eyes, and I know that's coming eventually, but right now what I see is that she's still fighting to live. So I said not yet, and that's why she's going to the vet tomorrow. And we'll see what the vet says. And then, you know, make a decision about that fateful decision at that time. So, in the meantime, I'm just trying to keep her comfortable, and she doesn't eat much. She just mostly licks the gravy off of the food. Although I did notice the plate looks like somebody has been licking on it, but there hasn't been another cat up here. And she's on the other side of the desk. That's where I feed her above the ground, because I have two male cats who will try to get her, and one of them would try to kill her, literally. So she eats up on the table, and the dish looks licked on, and I don't think any other cat has been up here, so maybe she took in a little food today. I don't know, but she's got problems peeing, and anyways, we'll see. Really thought she was dying on Saturday, so I didn't even get up from bed on Saturday. I just stayed right next to her. And then finally about 4:30, I was like, I gotta take a shower, I gotta eat, so I carried her out in all her blankets and put her in the big cat cage that we have here, and she didn't move, and she's kind of stayed in the cage for about 4 days, where she was real protected and didn't have very far to go for the litter box and all that stuff. Okay, so enough about that. Yeah. So I just a few minutes ago finished working on the Afghan for my aunt, and as I thought I would use up most of my yellow stock, I still have some of this pale yellow from Big Twist, and then I have some sunflower in Karen 1-pounder. And that's it. That is it. Oh, and this little sniggle here. That's all I have left of Red Heart bright yellow. I'll throw that over there. Okay, so I have not sewn in all my tails, but almost all of them. Let me just show you the colors of this Afghan. So my aunt likes yellow, so I used 4 different shades of yellow. So let's see. And the edging is in gold, big twist gold. So, anyways, and this color right here is Karen 1-pounder, I think it was from the Century collection, called Mango. And that was the last of the mango that I had. So, used up a lot of yarn. I will ship it out tomorrow. And, yeah. So that is the 8th Afghan I have finished since the beginning of the year. Of course, I'll just start another one, but that one will just be another Lapgan of undetermined origin as far as where it's going to go. I have not heard back from Project Linus, the coordinator, yet. And so I've got 4 Afghans here that, you know, I'd be happy to donate, but I just haven't heard. I'm sure, since the person is the coordinator for all of the Los Angeles county, that she's probably just busy. And so I'll write again and see if I hear. Anyways, that's all for right now, and I will come back tomorrow with more updates about the cat. Hello everyone, it is Monday, March 14th. I don't know why I have to give a date. Maybe that's just so when I go back and review it, I know what day I did it. Anyhow, what has been going on with me? My last video that I recorded, I didn't post it because this is the very first part of this one. I think I mentioned that the cat was having issues, and we did end up taking her to the vet. She had a UTI. She was on antibiotics, and she's perfectly fine again. A little bit skinnier, but she's fine. And oh, I went to Home Depot. Woohoo! And I wasn't gonna buy a tree. I really wasn't gonna buy a tree, but I bought a tree. So I knocked another one off my list, and the one I got is called a pineapple guava. And it's neither pineapple nor guava, but here you can see pineapple guava. And then I was thinking, well, what does the landlady like? So I bought, it's not a tree, it's kind of a shrubbery thing, a blueberry. But then I read the back of this, and it said you needed 2 to make them work better. So hopefully I will go back to Home Depot in the next couple days and get another one. And oh, I got another new tree. See, I have this list of like 6 trees that I want to get, and they're all fruit bearing, but some of them have unusual fruits that you probably never heard of. So I ended up getting a Owari Satsuma, which I think is a mandarin orange. And it's not very big. I got the smallest size, and it comes from a place in California called Four Winds Growers. And so I bought from them twice now, perfectly happy. But I have now 3 trees that I wanted. So I have the Satsuma, the pineapple guava, and the Australian finger lime. And so all those are outside now. In fact, I just yesterday took the satsuma and the finger lime out of their nursery pots and put them in their first level planter pots. So I probably won't have to transpot them for 2 or 3 years maybe, and that's fine. Now the satsuma, which is only, it might be a couple feet tall, it's actually grown quite a bit since I've had it for maybe 10 days. It actually has blossoms on it. 4 blossoms right now. And oh, they smell so heavenly. But as soon as they're done blooming, I'll pinch them off because it's too small to support any kind of fruit, and it needs to put its energy into more branches and more leaves and more structure. So probably I won't let it produce fruit for maybe 2 or 3 years, but in the meantime I'll leave the blossoms on and so I can smell them because oh, they smell so good. So anyway, so what I was saying is yesterday I had to go ahead and put together my mixture for the potting mix. And you would think, well, just potting soil. No, these are citrus. They don't get potting soil. They get, it's called a 5-1-1. And so it's 5 parts coconut bark that's chopped up into little chunks, 1 part peat moss, and 1 part number 3 perlite, which is large perlite. And I had gotten some small perlite, but then I went and got some large perlite. So anyways, I mixed all that together and they're repotted, and hopefully they'll do something for me in a couple of years. And okay, so that is my gardening update. Oh, but wait, I have 3 more, maybe 4 more trees to get. I'm going to get a key lime, and all these will just live in pots, a fig tree, and what's called a peanut butter tree. I'll put a link to what a peanut butter tree is. It has nothing to do with peanut butter, but the fruit supposedly tastes a little reminiscent of peanut butter. So I'll put a link below. I think it's from Fast Growing Trees. And so I'll get that, but I don't think I'll get that till I move out to the new place because I've already got at least 4 or 5 things to move, plants to move out there. And I think that the peanut butter tree will be too big to put in the landlady's car. So I'll just wait till I get out there, and that's fine. And the same with the key lime. Although if I go to Home Depot and they have key lime, I might just pick it up. And then I want to get a bay laurel tree. So, you know, we'll just have our own laurel leaves, and it's just one of the many herbs that will be happening on the property. Okay, so that is it for the gardening, really. And then I have been crocheting, of course. I'm on my 12th and 13th Afghan so far this year. 12th granny rectangle, and then I'm doing the spring fling again, and I'm doing it with Valerie's Cuddly Cat Crochet and Sewing. And so I try to stay 1 part ahead of her so that I can let her know about little things and whatever she's about to experience. So this is as far as I've gotten. So this is up through part 6. And Valerie, if you happen to be watching, I'm going to demonstrate right here what I will try to explain in a text message, and that is, okay, see these yellow puffs right here? You're going to be putting white stitches in between, and it's like there's 3 in the corner, then there's 3 here, a middle one, and 3, so there's 7 there. So what I do, because she does like a single crochet and a half double crochet between them, between most of them. Now you might be, and all of you might be thinking, okay, well, how many stitches from here to here? That's not how I do it when Debbie Dearest has these in-between stitches. So I just count like a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, like the 3, well, let's see. So it's like single crochet counts as 1, half double crochet counts as 2, and then a back post single crochet around the puff or the pop counts as 3, and then you start over until you get to in front of that middle one. Then it's just 1 half double crochet, so then it's just count 1, and then your back post single crochet is 2, and then you go back to 1 right here, and then 2, and then you go back to your 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah. So that's a way of counting. You know, one of those things that you figure out with doing it Debbie Dearest thing is you don't necessarily count from, you know, it's in 8 sections, and so you don't necessarily count from point to point. Sometimes you have to come up with a different system of counting, which just may be helpful on other projects for you too, and that's what I do. I just say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I don't miss any stitches. If you're not doing that, believe me, you will miss. Okay, so my desk is piled high with yarn, and I'm also working on a test project for someone, and yeah, my desk is overflowing with yarn, and I'm just gonna hope to high heaven that one of the cats does not throw up on the desk. That's always a concern when I have a huge amount of yarn up here, because it happened one time. So anyhow, that's kind of what's going on with me, and I know it's been a while, because there's another thing that's been going on, and that is many sleepless nights. When I lay down, I get into a lot of pain, and sometimes it doesn't go away for many hours, and no amount of painkiller helps, and then I don't end up going to sleep until maybe 9 o'clock or 10 in the morning, and I get a couple hours, and then I'm just up for the rest of the day, and then the whole cycle repeats again at night. And hopefully in a couple of weeks when I see the doctor, get this resolved. But I've had a lot of 2-hour nights, and believe me, that gets old. You begin to feel like your whole being is just stretched really thin, and you're going to have a nervous breakdown if somebody even gets slightly on your nerves. You're just going to go off. So things around here have just kind of ground to a halt, but I did get a good sleep last night, or much better sleep. I have the pain better under control, but it's not going to go away till I see the doctor. Anyhow, so that's partly why I just haven't had the energy to make a video for a while, and I will tell you more about it after that time. So with that being said, I'm going to close this off, and I hope you all have a great rest of the week. Talk to you soon, or later. Bye bye.